Bonjour. We are going to say bonjour, monsieur. Can we do it? Bonjour, monsieur. And what is the place we're going to answer?
Bonjour.
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien. Most people have known Mohamed Kachika traditionally as a teacher, as a long-serving teacher. I've served for 34 years, now I'm getting into 35, both locally and internationally. And of recent, they have known and seen me in my other passion as a farmer. And the question has always been, how does this man juggle both aspects successfully? I'll just share with you a few ingredients that makes up a person to succeed both professionally and also in entrepreneur. It has to do with you being passionate about what you are doing, but you know everybody will tell you passionate. I'll use a simple term or word. You have to be down to earth. Down to earth. You know, if you are down to earth until almost all situations, you are likely to succeed in what you are doing. First of all, I'm down to earth when it comes to teaching, especially my subjects like economics. I've always been the most interesting and entertaining and most informative economics teacher to my students, and they always loved it. When I got into administration, I've carried the same. I really am passionate about everything that I do by, lowering myself to the level where these people belong or are. A typical example is that I can decide to play with my students, both junior, middle school and upper, as if I was a kid myself. And you can't imagine the way how they love it. We play, we enjoy, we laugh. We call each other all sorts of names. I can tell the boy that disturbs me a lot, enemy of the state, or the most wanted criminal in LAPD. And they get to know that the school principal knows me, that I'm a troublesome person somewhere, and probably I befriend him, and we become friends. Just like today, I was just walking around and just dropped in a junior class that is year 7. These are 11, 12-year-olds who have just joined the school. They joined last weekend, and I think you saw their welcoming dinner. These are 11, 12-year-olds, because in the international curriculum, primary ends in primary 6. And a child is free to join junior secondary in year 7, what in Uganda we call P7. Because primary 7 does not have any qualification. Children should not sit examinations in primary 7. They are still very young, 12 or 13, to be subjected to examinations that probably determines their future. That's why I think even locally, I've not seen any P7 certificate. I see the pass slips, because that's just supposed to be a checkpoint to check whether the child is now ready to join junior secondary. And I think you remember those that are old. In the past, there used to be primary ending into primary 6, then they go into junior, J1, J2, and J3, which was junior secondary 1, that is P7, junior secondary 2, that is senior 1, junior secondary 3, that is senior 2. And they enter the senior secondary in senior 3, that is year 10, when the children are about 14 years. So this is how we live and enjoy. Children in the junior secondary should really be in a discovery arrangement. They should be into a participatory arrangement. This is why some of the parents that are privileged, or some of the children that are lucky, that their parents take them to systems that would really allow them to flourish. Why would you subject a 12-year-old to a PLE examination of 2 or 3 hours, SST or science, a 13-year-old to sit on a paper and write and remember? I think you are seeing the end results. It doesn't surprise me that often people say, the people who are always leading us in school, in real life, they tend not to lead or to be successful. And those that were average, sometimes even those that were performing not reasonably well, they tend to succeed, especially in real life, i.e. in entrepreneurship. And people tend to say that that person was stupid in school, which is not correct. Because the level of measurement that was being used to determine who is intelligent, who is bright, was, upside down. It was examination. But children who are saying these systems, we check the child all round. Because someone might not be very good in physics or in the numbers in mathematics, but very sound in reasoning and in taking decisions and even in leadership. So you end up by finding that the person who was not top in class tends to be top in other fields in the adult life. But incidentally, it is very difficult to find someone successful into this curriculum that is very intelligent, that in real life they flop badly. I don't mean you can't. There might be a few cases, but if you can study, say, the Cambridge system and you excel, it means you have a high likelihood even in real life to succeed, because what is being taught is not academics. It's all round a set of, you can see how these kids were enjoying, and they're teaching their school principal how to speak French, and that's what we do. So it's a whole ball game when it comes to, and I think now you've understood why I am doing well in my farming, and what often you ask, how do you manage the workers? Abakozi obakola otya? Kati olwaleero ndooza mukitegedde. You've understood why I can manage farm workers. I have about 76 now. These ones there, those ones there, these ones there, and I've never run short of them. That's why I succeed. Because if you can succeed as a good teacher, as a good administrator, then you can as well do anything. Be it a political leadership. Teachers tend to be very good leaders. Thank you.